Hello everybody, in today's video, a few of my friends and I will be checking out a small body of water known as Stillman's Creek. Similar to what I do in many of my other videos, today we're going to be trying to catch as many cool things that we could possibly find in this creek, so be sure to stay tuned. Now, Stillman's Creek is a very short body of water here on the south shore of Long Island. The creek itself is freshwater, however, once it does meet with the Great South Bay, it does turn into brackish water, so a body of water with varying salinity. Now, what I'm doing right now is just filling up a little fishbowl that I brought with me. Of course, we're not keeping any of the animals that we find today, but just to put them in this bowl to check out. My friends and I just started digging around with this net. There's so many things in here, like American eels, different types of blue claws. And we kind of just started sifting around the sands just to see what we can find. Now, our first catch of the day was this blue crab. Now, if you know anything about blue crabs, you know that they have a very powerful pinch that can actually break bones. You can actually see right here my friend Owen tried to take him out of the net, but wasn't so successful in doing that. But we eventually get him back and place him inside the bowl. Now, the further you travel back into this very small creek, the more beautiful it actually gets. There's a ton of ospreys nests out here. You can even see some birds flying right over my head over there. Right here, we got a really cool shot of an osprey's nest, which is a species of raptor here on Long Island. Now, as you can see, as we start to walk back, it's starting to look more wetlands-ish. But it was super pretty. The sun was just about to start setting. And I just wanted to get some really good shots of just how beautiful this little creek is here on Long Island. Now, I didn't catch it on video, but the next thing that we caught was this really tiny baby American eel. Now, this little tiny brackish body of water here proves to be a really great nursing ground for many species here. So a lot of times we'll see a lot of juveniles of different types of fish and other animals, just like this little baby American eel. Now, these eels can grow lengths of around 4 feet long, so you can see this one is very, very young. Now, if you look closely at your feet while you're walking in this creek, these guys are absolutely everywhere. And they are very slippery, so they're very difficult to catch. You could see my friend here, Owen, was trying to catch him with his bare hands, and he sort of got him, but then he'd slip away. But these guys are really cute, really fun to catch. Now, we immediately noticed that these two would not be great companions in such a small fishbowl, so we immediately released both of them and got the eel out of the blue crab's claws, too. And then once we had enough with that small fishing net, we brought out the casting net. Now, just a reminder, nothing was harmed in the making of this video. Every single fish that we caught, every animal was quickly released back into the stream of water. But once we started using the casting net, we had a little bit more success catching fish species. So you can see right here, we have some killifish, some males and some females. Put them in the bowl just to check them out, but you could see a male killifish right there with those vertical stripes and even a bunker that swam by really quick. Then I started to try and give it a go at the casting net, but I definitely was not nearly as good as Peter. He is my other friend in the blue who has been doing the casting for us this entire time, and he works with this net like every single day. As you can see, my castings were not too impressive. And no, we did not catch anything. And now Peter is going to show you exactly what it should look like when you throw this net out. We just continue to throw the net out and reel it back in just to see if we can catch anything new. We're pretty familiar with the mummy chogs and the killifish in here, but just in case we could find anything more interesting. And right here, it looks like we have a female killifish. And actually some sheep's head minnow, which are pretty cool too. Now, the sheepshead minnow are also super popular brackish fish, so it's not a surprise to any of us that we saw these guys in this little brackish body of water. Now, these guys are definitely one of my favorite minnows because I do enjoy their little plump bodies. They're typically not long fish, and now right here we actually have a female killifish. The way to tell the females and the males apart is literally just to look at that black banding you see. The females will have horizontal lines while the males have vertical lines. Next up, Owen started to give it a try at the casting net. He definitely was not nearly as good as Peter either, but we were all just bored and we wanted to test it out. And here we just caught another blue crab. Now, just a heads up, if you see a difference in quality as far as the footage goes, it's just because I had to switch phones. And we had these fish in here for quite some time, so I did make sure to empty them out right away before the oxygen was depleted from the water too quickly or anything like that. But the next cast that we had, we brought up a ton of bunker. Now, you may also know these fish as the Atlantic menhaden, and they do like very fast flowing water, so we were very careful to not put them in that bowl for too long because we didn't want any slow swimmers or dead ones. Now, here's another rather large blue crab that we caught for the day. A little fun fact, if you want to tell the difference between the males and the females, just take a look at the bottom of their carapace right there. If they have that rocket ship carving, it's a male. And this right here was just a blackfish that Peter had caught earlier that day. I just wanted to show him off really quickly. He's pretty cute, so. Now, we started casting further out at the end of the creek where it meets with the bay, just to see if we would catch anything different. But we really just kept bringing up bunker, so we were only going to try a few more times and then probably just head out for the day. Next up, we caught this juvenile, what I think is a blue crab, and don't be fooled, those little pinchers you see can still hurt. And this right here is an Atlantic croaker. I love these guys, especially the way their eyes look. It almost looks like they're mad at you. And here's a lovely diaper that the family before us decided to leave. Please always pick up your trash. And here's another blue crab that Owen was trying to wrangle out of this net for quite some time, so don't worry, I won't make you watch this whole thing. And he was definitely not a happy camper. Now, one of our last catches for the day was this super cute fluke you could see right here flopping around a little bit. This is us just quickly putting that juvenile blue claw back into the bowl. And right here we just got a better view of that fluke. As you can see, they have amazing camouflage, these fish. Very impressive. We let Peter throw the net out one last time just to see if we could get anything. And we did catch what I think is a sand shrimp or a 7-spined sand shrimp. Pretty cute. I love these guys. They're really sweet. Now that's just about everything that we caught here today at Stillman's Creek. Brackish bodies of water just like this one always prove to have some really great finds. They're really good nursing grounds for a lot of species here on Long Island, and I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, but please make sure to support the channel, like, comment, and subscribe.